Chapter 9, The Quest for the Ring of Renewal. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the sky in hues of amber and gold, the Fellowship found themselves nestled within the tranquil embrace of the grove where the Locket of Harmony had been discovered. William, his fiery red hair illuminated by the fading light, stood alongside Brandy, her thoughtful gaze reflecting the lingering warmth of the day. Peggy, bold and resolute, and Dylan, ever eager yet thoughtful, completed the quartet. Zephyr and Luna, their azure scales shimmering in the twilight, stood watchful, guardians of the night. Deciding to rest for the night and replenish their strength, the Fellowship gathered fruits and nuts from the grove, a humble feast to sustain them through the evening. With the fragrance of ripened fruit lingering in the air, they settled down, their hearts filled with anticipation for the journey that lay ahead. As dawn painted the sky with hues of rose and gold, the Fellowship arose, greeted by the gentle rustle of leaves and the promise of a new day. Gathering more fruits and nuts for breakfast, they shared a simple meal, their spirits buoyed by the prospect of their next quest. Peggy, her heart stirred by the call of destiny, announced that she felt the elusive pull of the Ring of Renewal. With a collective nod, the Fellowship took to the skies once more, guided by Peggy's heart towards the distant western coastline. As they soared above the verdant landscape, the salty tang of the sea beckoned, drawing them ever closer to their destination. As afternoon descended upon the land, a haunting melody drifted upon the ocean breeze, weaving its enchanting tendrils into the hearts of the Fellowship. A siren, her voice ethereal and alluring, sang a song that sowed discord among the children, each voice clamoring for recognition amidst the cacophony of conflicting desires. Peggy, her brow furrowed with determination, argued for one path, while William, his gaze steely with conviction, advocated for another. Dylan, his voice rising with fervor, sought to assert his perspective, while Brandy, her eyes clouded with worry, struggled to find common ground amidst the discord. Yet, amidst the rising tension, Brandy's hand found its way to the Locket of Harmony, a gift bestowed upon her by Ursus. Remembering his words, she clutched the locket to her chest, its ethereal glow suffusing the group with a serene calmness. The discordant voices melted away, replaced by a harmonious accord as the Fellowship realigned with the guiding rhythm of their hearts. The siren's song, once irresistible in its allure, faltered in the face of the locket's radiant glow, its enchantment waning against the steadfast resolve of the children and dragons. With newfound clarity, they resolved to heed Peggy's heart's call, allowing it to guide them to their destination. Following Peggy's lead, the Fellowship journeyed onwards, their footsteps guided by the elusive pull of the Ring of Renewal. As they neared the coastline, the rugged cliffs rose majestically from the churning sea, a testament to the untamed beauty of Eldoriah. In a secluded alcove nestled within the cliff face, obscured by weathered rocks and debris, Peggy's heart led them to their prize. Landing upon the rocky beach, the Fellowship approached the alcove with a sense of anticipation, their eyes scanning the rugged terrain for any sign of the elusive ring. With determined hands, Peggy began to sift through the debris, her fingers brushing against rocks and sand until they closed around a small box buried beneath the detritus. With bated breath, she lifted the lid, revealing the gleaming ring nestled within, a beacon of hope amidst the rugged landscape. With the Ring of Renewal secured, the Fellowship turned their sights towards finding shelter for the night. The windswept beach offered little respite from the elements, prompting them to seek refuge in the sheltered cove of the coastal trees. Gathering fruits and nuts from the surrounding foliage, they shared a simple meal beneath the canopy, their spirits buoyed by the camaraderie forged in the face of adversity. As night descended upon the land, the Fellowship settled down to rest, the rhythmic lullaby of the ocean serving as a soothing backdrop to their dreams. With the Ring of Renewal in their possession and the bonds of friendship strengthened by their shared journey, they embraced the promise of the morrow, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead in the ever-unfolding tapestry of their adventures. Chapter 10, The Quest for the Lantern of Empathy. The first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of pink and gold as the Fellowship stirred from their slumber, the lingering warmth of the grove enveloping them in its embrace. William, ever inquisitive, cast a watchful eye over the group, ensuring their safety as they prepared for the day's journey. Brandy, her thoughtful gaze fixed on the horizon, brushed aside stray locks of red hair as she pondered the path ahead. Peggy, bold and resolute as ever, exchanged a knowing glance with Dylan, whose eager anticipation radiated from every fiber of his being. Zephyr and Luna, their azure scales shimmering in the morning light, stood sentinel, guardians of their companion's quest. As breakfast was shared among the fellowship, gathered from the bountiful vegetation of the grove, Dylan's heart stirred with excitement at the prospect of embarking on his own quest. Eager to begin, he urged the others to hasten their preparations, his impatience palpable as he yearned to set forth on their journey. "Come on, everyone, let's not dawdle, the lantern awaits," Dylan exclaimed, his enthusiasm infectious as he glanced towards the southern plains where their next destination lay. "Patience, Dylan," William chided gently, his voice a calming presence amidst the flurry of excitement. "We must allow our friends time to finish their meal before we depart." With a nod of understanding, Dylan relented, albeit reluctantly, and waited as the fellowship completed their breakfast in tranquil camaraderie. Once all were ready, they mounted their dragon companions once more, their spirits buoyed by the anticipation of what lay ahead. Guided by the pull of the lantern of empathy on Dylan's heart, the fellowship soared towards the southern plains, the vast expanse unfolding beneath them like a tapestry woven by unseen hands. As the sun reached its zenith, casting a warm glow upon the land, their journey led them to the northernmost reaches of the plains, where a sight awaited them that gave pause. Two teenaged red dragons lay injured upon the ground, their scales marred by the wounds of battle. Zephyr recognized them as Blaze and Ruby, friends from his past, and urged the fellowship to aid them without hesitation. With compassion in their hearts, the fellowship descended to assist the injured dragons, their hands guided by the healing power of the Ring of Renewal. Peggy, remembering Ursus' words, approached the dragons with gentle reassurance, her touch imbued with the magic of the ring. Skeptical at first, Blaze and Ruby allowed her to proceed, their wounds miraculously healed before their eyes. Grateful for their aid, Blaze and Ruby inquired about the children's presence in Eldoriah, a realm seldom visited by humans. Zephyr, ever the diplomat, explained their quest to recover the 4 artifacts under Ursus' guidance, inviting Blaze and Ruby to join their noble endeavor. With unanimous agreement, the fellowship welcomed Blaze and Ruby into their ranks, each child paired with a dragon companion as they continued their journey. Guided by the tug on Dylan's heart, they traversed the plains until they reached a patch of ground that seemed to call out to them. But as they searched for the elusive lantern, their efforts proved fruitless, and frustration began to mount among the fellowship. Peggy suggested digging, drawing upon her experience with uncovering the Ring of Renewal, yet Dylan hesitated, uncertain of where to begin. "It's no use, Peggy, we're no closer to finding the lantern than we were before," Dylan lamented, his frustration evident as he surveyed the barren landscape. Brandy, her voice soft yet resolute, interjected, "Perhaps we need to quiet our minds and listen to our hearts, Dylan, let the lantern guide you." With the group falling silent, Dylan closed his eyes and focused on the pull of the lantern, allowing its gentle tug to guide him. In the stillness of the moment, he felt a stirring within his soul, a subtle whisper that led him to a spot on the ground. "There, I think I found it," Dylan exclaimed, his eyes alight with newfound determination as he began to dig. With the aid of his companions, a small chest emerged from the earth, its contents revealed to be none other than the Lantern of Empathy. As dusk descended upon the plains, the fellowship sought shelter in the nearest grove of trees, their hearts lightened by the day's success. Gathering fruits and nuts for their evening meal, they shared tales of their adventures, laughter mingling with the rustle of leaves as they basked in the warmth of companionship. With bellies full and spirits renewed, the fellowship settled down for the night, the gentle glow of the lantern casting a comforting light upon their dreams. In the embrace of the grove, surrounded by the whispered secrets of the night, they rested, knowing that with each passing day, their bonds grew stronger, and their quest drew ever closer to its destined conclusion.
What will the children do now that they have found all 4 artifacts? Come back next week to find out. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with your friends.